Breaking royal news. Princess Beatrice and her husband Edoardo Mozzi have welcomed a beautiful new addition to their family. That's right, Princess Beatrice has given birth to a little girl, and the royal baby is already making headlines around the world. But here's the twist. Little Athena was born several weeks prematurely. Hello and welcome, I'm Cameron Walker and you're watching GBN Royal. The 11th in line to the throne arrived on January the 22nd at exactly 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London. Athena weighed in at a delicate 4 pounds and 5 ounces, but despite her early arrival, both mother and daughter are healthy and thriving. In a heartfelt announcement from Buckingham Palace, it was revealed that Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mozzi, were overjoyed with the arrival of their second child, and the couple expressed their gratitude to the hospital staff for their exceptional care during this special time. And the statement from the palace noted Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Edoardo Mozzi are delighted to announce the safe arrival of their daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose Mozzi. The news of Athena's birth brought joy not just to her parents, but also to the wider royal family, because the King and the Queen have been informed of the news and are said to be delighted and are thrilled with the addition to their family. This announcement comes as a heartwarming moment for the royal family, especially following the recent challenges sometimes and the health struggles that they have faced, including the King and the Princess of Wales. Now, Princess Beatrice, who is 36 years old, was initially expected to give birth in early spring, so it's caught us all a little bit off guard this afternoon when the palace announced the arrival of the new baby. However, she received doctor's advice back in December that she shouldn't travel long distances. Of course, she was pregnant at the time, and this led her to modify her Christmas plans, ultimately joining her family for church services at Sandringham instead of travelling abroad. At home now, Princess Beatrice and Edoardo are enjoying precious moments with their newborn daughter alongside their other children, 3-year-old Sienna and 8-year-old Wolfie, who is Edoardo's son from a previous relationship and therefore Princess Beatrice's godson. And the couple shared that they are already completely besotted with baby Athena. Edoardo actually took to social media, and let me read out his Instagram post. So Edoardo said on his Instagram, "Athena Elizabeth Rose Mozzi, we welcomed baby Athena into our lives last week. She is tiny and absolutely perfect. We are all, including Wolfie and Sienna, already completely besotted with her. Our hearts are overflowing with love for you, baby Athena. A massive thank you from my wife and I goes out to all the wonderful staff at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital for their exceptional care and support during this incredibly special time." The Instagram caption was accompanied by a photograph of Athena. She's wrapped snugly in a pink blanket, and of course she was described as a perfect bundle of joy. She had black hair and she had her little cute hand over her face as well. And it was taken by Edoardo, that photograph, and she was wearing a white long-sleeved garment too, so it was very, very cute indeed. And Princess Eugenie, Beatrice's sister, celebrated the new arrival by sharing the same photograph on her own Instagram story with the caption, "Welcome baby girl." It was pink letters and all sparkles. And this gesture reflects perhaps the close-knit nature of the royal family, particularly the two sisters, Beatrice and Eugenie, and their support for each other during significant life events. As Princess Beatrice embarks on this new chapter of motherhood, it's worth noting that she is not only welcoming a baby daughter, but also perhaps continuing the legacy of her grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II. The arrival of baby Athena offers fresh hope, perhaps, and continuity within the royal family. So there you have it. Princess Beatrice and Edoardo's little girl, Athena Elizabeth Rose, is here, and she's already bringing so much joy to the royal family. Both parents have expressed their immense gratitude for their growing family and appreciation for the care received from hospital staff.
You know, it's a marvellous story, and the thing is, for those of us who've got kids, 4 pounds, it seems quite light, but there's no way that child would be allowed home if it wasn't fully safe and fully healthy. There's a marvellous technology now and medicine. That baby is going to get all the best care in the world. And do you know what, Cameron? The thing I love about this, it's some good news. Like, we all want cheering up. Who doesn't like a picture of a wonderful little mite like that wrapped in a blanket? Beautiful.
Absolutely, Martin. And of course, the news agenda can sometimes be really depressing, and it's really lovely that the royal family can sometimes provide that light relief with the announcements of births that have gone very well. And of course, the royal family have had their own troubles over the last year or so. But this is certainly positive, something to look forward to as they continue the legacy, really, perhaps, of her great-grandmother, Princess Athena's great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. And of course, they wouldn't have announced it if it wasn't all healthy and all hunky-dory, which it obviously is. The birth, she was in hospital, we think, for around a week, and obviously Buckingham Palace have announced today, because Princess Beatrice is safely back at home with her new baby. She's already got a daughter, Sienna, who's 3 years old, and a stepson, Wolfie, who's 8. So it's a family of 5 now for Beatrice and Edo.
I've got to say, I absolutely love the name Wolfie. When I heard it mentioned earlier on Good Afternoon Britain, I thought, what a great name for a kid. Wolfie and Athena, creative parents, and anybody watching this will know if your kid has to stay in hospital for a week, a newborn, it's always very, very nerve-wracking moments. But once you're over that week, and once the first precious day back at home with your baby, it's just one of the happiest moments in humanity. It's wonderful to see.
And Cameron, a premature birth.
Yeah, it certainly was, Tom. We understood that baby Athena wasn't due until early spring, and we know that she weighed 4 pounds and 5 ounces, so very small indeed, when she was born in Chelsea and Westminster Hospital last week. Now, Princess Beatrice is the granddaughter of the late Queen Elizabeth II. She's 36. Her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, was there at the birth as well, and he has taken a photo which has been released by Buckingham Palace of the new baby, which hopefully we can show you in a minute or so. It shows Athena with dark hair. There we go. For those of you listening on the radio, she's got a dark hair. She's wearing a white long-sleeved garment, and she's wrapped in a pink blanket with her face hidden by her arms. So an incredibly cute photograph there. We understand that the King and Queen have both been informed of the birth and are delighted with the news. She was born on January the 22nd, so that was around a week ago, born in hospital, but we do know that they are now all at home, the whole family, and they're enjoying spending time as a family too. Now, Edoardo and Beatrice already have another daughter, Sienna, and Beatrice also has a stepson, Wolfie, as well. Wolfie's 8 years old, and Sienna is 3 years old, so I'm sure they're going to enjoy having a new sibling in the house. Buckingham Palace has also released a statement which reads, Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi are delighted to announce the safe arrival of their daughter Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mozzi, born on Wednesday the 22nd of January at 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London. The baby was born weighing 4 pounds and 5 ounces. Their Majesties the King and Queen and other members of the royal family have all been informed and are delighted with the news. Now, if you remember back in December, we received the news that they had Beatrice and Edoardo had scrapped their Christmas travel plans. They were originally going to spend it, we believe, in Italy with Edoardo's family, but on doctor's advice, bearing in mind she was pregnant, she was advised not to travel long distances and instead spent Christmas at Sandringham with the royal family. And now, of course, we've received the news from Buckingham Palace that their baby daughter Athena has been born several weeks premature, weighing just 4 pounds and 5 ounces, but is doing well and is healthy. So happy news from Buckingham Palace this afternoon. Make sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Athena's early arrival. This is Cameron Walker for GB News YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more royal content.